1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1.
They're getting progressively worse.
No cap.
Welcome back to the Coat Closet, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 1. We're going with a new look for this week and maybe the next couple weeks. Landon's kind of taking some time away from the screen. He's going to do some editing stuff, just kind of work on that aspect. So we got Charles Brown back on the show. If you're a longtime fan, you know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
And then we got Tyler in the back.
Let's go.
He is a newbie, and I think he's going to do a great job.
I'm excited.
You have to carry the show.
Oh, I have to carry the show from back here?
You're actually the host.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
It's like if we're driving and we're just like, hey, Tyler, my radio's blown out, you got to sing.
You got to sing all the songs.
Tyler's just like, I need me some shit with some bop in it.
Yeah.
Let's go. But, yeah, I figured, like, I don't really have much to, like, talk about, so I figured that we can just kind of talk about whatever you guys want to.
Damn.
There's basketball on. We got the All-Star game later tonight we're super excited about.
Yeah, I figure that's a pretty important place to start.
I've never been able to really talk about sports on the show.
No cap.
Because, you know, Lynn is just, like, not as into it, so I'm very excited to, like, be able to, like, shoot the shit.
Here it is, bro.
But, we were just talking about how Zion got picked as a starter over Joel Embiid.
Big Zion, baby.
You said the All-Star MVP? That's crazy.
I think he might win out. Charles about it.
It's a sleeper pick. It's a sleeper. I feel like he's going to put up maybe like 30-something points. Only dunking.
If he gets 30 points, there's no way he doesn't win All-Star Game MVP.
I feel it in my heart.
I want Mike Conley to win it so bad.
Why?
Why are you a Mike Conley hater?
There's no way that would be so fun.
I hate Mike Conley only because he was so good in Memphis that I thought when he went to Utah they'd be automatic like GOATs. But he was so shit last year.
But he's good now.
I don't care.
So
you had 1 year. You had one chance.
You're talking about All-Star Mike Conley.
Barely All-Star.
Hey. I wonder if this season they've had more All-Star picks than they've ever had before. Because they picked Anthony Davis and Devin Booker, and they both got hurt. And then they replaced both of them. Am I missing anything? No, I think that's it. No, wait. Devin Booker replaced Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt.
And then he got hurt.
Oh.
Yeah. And now Mike Conley is replacing Devin Booker.
Yeah.
But they replaced somebody else that they initially picked, too. Because Sabonis wasn't on the list, and then they added him because somebody... Oh, KD.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jason Tatum moved up to the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Which I'm also excited about. I think that he could win, too.
Okay.
Fuck, you're right.
When, what, where, and when.
Low-key, I think Jalen might have a better chance to win in the All-Star game.
You said the best player on the Celtics?
I don't want to talk about that on a public platform. I don't want to make that like a public opinion until I'm certain about it. And it's getting close.
Any potential Celtics fans that are listening to this podcast right now, I'm so sorry.
I don't think that most of our listeners are like sports fans. I don't know.
None of them are.
But our homies are.
The homies are.
The
homies, Jaylen Brown is the best player in the Celtics.
I think...
That's tough. That's just tough.
I think Edwin would agree. Edwin's always talking about how Jaylen Brown needs to be better. Do you think we should have Edwin on the show sometime?
Yeah, I think so.
You think Edwin would do well? I think he'd be good at this.
I think Edwin would be funny.
Edwin, if you're listening, we love you. Oh.
No, yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough from Charles.
Edwin, we have bones to pick. Why am I working on All-Star Weekend, bro? Or on All-Star Day?
Did you tell him?
I didn't.
Oh.
I'm too passive. I'm too passive when it comes to working. I have shit to do this week that I'm scheduled to work, and I have to go to school and shit. I haven't told Edwin how I'm not going to be there.
Edwin's really cool about shit like that. Edwin's always been really cool about that. I remember one day, it was like when the bubble came back last year, and the Celtics played a game at like 1 o'clock, but it was like a playoff game against the Sixers. And I was like, I think it was on a Sunday because I always open on Sunday, and I was like, Edwin, I can't work. I can't work that day. I can't do it. And he was like, well, what if I make you open and you leave at noon? So I work like 8 to noon, and I got to do it. So
and you just left. That's good.
He'll fuck with you, bro. He'll help you out. Not this late.
It's too late. I'm going to work in 3 hours. I'm gonna miss everything.
Hopefully you can make something.
I'm just gonna.
It starts at 8. And usually that shit
I started at
kinda
6:30.
No.
What's the
the
6:30?
game starts at 8.
The 6:30 stuff
skills
is like-
challenge and stuff starts at 6:30.
So you might miss like the skills challenge and the 3-point, but the dunk contest is at halftime.
The 3-point's gonna be the best part.
The 3-point's gonna go crazy.
It's
this
like
year.
Steph. Who is it? It's like a bunch of.
Mike Conley.
It's Steph, Mike
Why
Conley,
are you
James
so
Harden,
mad?
I think.
It's a lot. Jason and Jalen are
Jason
both
and
in it.
Jalen.
They're in it, yeah, bro. It's a bunch of niggas with straps, and I'm gonna miss it.
They asked Kemba Walker about it because Kemba Walker won one
And
year.
he was
Ooh.
like,
And they asked him about it, and I think he did. But anyway, they asked him about it, and he was like, Jalen or Jason better win. Like, one of them's got to win. They have a better chance than Mike Conley.
You think they're beating Steph?
No, I don't.
You think Steph's putting up like historic numbers?
Hey,
tonight?
Steph
No,
got
I
fucked
don't-
up by Clay that one year, though. I
Yeah,
don't know if you
Steph's
remember that.
only won once, and he's been in it like 4 or 5
Hey,
times.
man.
so-
Hey,
Has he
man.
won one?
Yeah.
He won one. I recently watched the Steph Clay one. It wasn't even that bad. It was like, because it's what Steph already does. Steph's a spot up shooter, kicking shit and then not moving and pulling up. That's already his bread and butter. Steph's like, if Steph's not moving around, it's not gonna be cash like that. I'm sorry.
I miss Clay Thompson a lot.
It's very sad.
It's really weird to see 2 of them in a row without him.
You think that if you shared your story with your injury to Klay Thompson, he could be like, damn, if Caesar can do it, I can do it.
No, but I definitely am kind of like looking at. This is gonna sound so whack, but I'm definitely like, because Klay Thompson did have the same injury as me, and I'm looking at like how he's in a boot and stuff now, and I'm like, fuck yeah, he's walking. If Klay Thompson can walk, I can walk. You know what I mean?
NBA athlete, peak physical condition, Klay Thompson.
I'm about to come back better than ever.
I believe it.
Kevin Durant's coming off an Achilles injury, and
Playing better
he's hurt
basketball.
right now, but he's been playing well.
He currently is hurt.
I miss him, bro. I think
I
he's
don't.
so great. You're such a hater, bro.
He's too good.
How can you say that you don't miss Kevin
He's
Durant?
too good. He's too good.
He's really good.
He's so goddamn good.
I think if he kept playing at the level he was playing at, I think he had a good chance at MVP, to be honest with you.
I feel like no one was talking about him.
He was so good. He was so
I feel like
fucking good.
no one was talking about that nigga, bro. They said Joel Embiid is hitting shots he's never hit before. So it's time to talk about that nigga, bro. He's hitting turnaround pull-up fades from like 20 feet that should not go in, but then they just cash out.
I hate the Sixers more than anything in the world, and I don't think I've ever talked about it on the podcast before. I hate you. I hate Sixers. I hate the fans. I hate the city.
The city is,
But Joel Embiid's the MVP of the league.
yeah.
He's so good.
The Sixers are real good too.
That makes me sad.
It makes me sad.
The
too.
Sixers are nice.
This isn't what God wanted. You know what I mean?
How can you say that though?
I talked to him.
Oh,
Yeah, and he was like,
but there's
"Nah,
a
man,
lot.
I'm a Pacers fan. I don't know what's happening."
But it's perfect. There's a beautiful light skinned person on that team who dates baddies.
He does date baddies.
They have defensive locks on their team. They play great perimeter defense. They can guard all positions.
I understand that they're good. You don't have to tell me that they're good. I'm pissed. I know they're good. They're really good. I think that they have potential to win the
Do you
East
think
this year.
do you think they fuck y'all up?
Yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I've never felt this way.
Yeah.
It makes me so
Celtics are
sad.
like,
We are getting better though. We're on a 4-game win streak right now.
okay.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't take any bets unless we do pretty good stuff at the trade deadline, which I'm praying to God for.
Trade Kemba for Blake Griffin.
Oh my God!
You get a trade for Blake Griffin.
You don't have to trade for him. You can just sign
Oh
him.
yeah,
He
you
got
can
bought
just
out.
pick that nigga up.
I-
Yeah, bro, pick up Blake Griffin for
I
like
think
10
it's
mil.
I think it's pretty much like foregone conclusion that he's going to the Nets. Yeah, he's worth 10 mil.
Yeah.
If DeAndre Jordan's worth 10 mil,
Oh.
God, that team would be so nice, bro. I hope he goes to the Nets.
Why?
Blake Griffin's better than people realize.
Not-
Except for Charles
Except
Brown.
for me.
Charles Brown knew the longevity of this man.
Historic Blake Griffin stand. Never faltered, never wavered.
That's one thing that I
Yeah.
will say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been on that boat.
Blake Griffin's a real monster.
I mean, he's not great, but like he's
A
a really
ginger
good
freak.
passer, and he can shoot a decent amount.
And he's never dunked a basketball
I think it's
ever in his life.
amazing that he's been like 2 years since he's dunked the ball.
I saw somebody on Twitter that was like, he's gonna go to the Nets and dunk in his first game, and I was like, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think he's gonna dunk on purpose and be like, I was on the fucking Pistons. Why would I dunk the basketball?
You need 3,
For
not
what?
2.
Just a monster dunk, like 13 feet in the air, just going goddamn crazy.
Niggas forget how crazy he used to be.
Blake Griffin was the last rookie to make the All-Star game.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Bro, he was like 6'9", 280, 40-inch vertical.
He's a beast, bro. He jumped over that Kia.
That Kia, bro.
That was probably the first dunk contest that I'd watched all the other ones, but that was the, like, you know, a lot of the other ones, but that was the one where I was like, I gotta watch this every year. And it's kind of sucked a lot since then.
There will never be a greater 2 dunk contests in a row than the 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
And then whenever whenever Aaron Gordon and Zach did their shit. Whenever those 2 things were in a row, that shit was fucking wild.
Do you guys remember, like, DeMar DeRozan, like, John Wall? One year they had a dunk contest with, like, 6 people in it.
No.
And there was a lot of people. I think, like, Terrence Ross was in it.
DeMar DeRozan and John Wall.
Yeah, dude.
Speaking of John Wall.
What?
Oh, Tyler, you get to publicly talk about the Houston Rockets.
Do I have to?
Talk about Houston in general and how they floundered their sports.
All right, so let me give a little bit of backstory.
They fell off.
It's like 2015, right?
Cheater,
I'm a little
cheater.
high school boy.
Yeah.
My dad moves to Houston.
Yes, sir.
And I've never been so excited. Never lived in like an actual big city before. I get to visit my dad in like this huge city. We go to Astros games all the time. They were kind of bad.
Because they weren't cheating yet.
Because they weren't cheating yet. 2016 comes around. They sign Carlos Correa, the best player of all time. And they become very good. They go to like the conference finals, I think, or the baseball equivalent.
Yeah.
And then 2017, big chip, right?
Big chip.
Never been so excited.
Big chip.
Big baseball chip, and then it happens.
Ooh.
The start of the downfall.
You think that was the start?
I think that's the start of the
Yeah,
downfall.
I told you about the
probably
video
right.
I watched that one time, right, where it was like they were like after the Astros won the chip, Deshaun Watson got injured, the Astros got caught cheating, the Rockets started being a little bad. It was like everything in Houston was falling goddamn apart.
Yeah.
It was all everything was
yeah,
over.
Do you think that there's like some kind of direct correlation where it's like if the Astros never cheated, like the rest of Houston sports would just be fine, and like the Texans would like keep DeAndre Hopkins?
If the Astros had never
cheated.
cheated, it wouldn't have snowed this year.
There would be
Texas.
there'd be no corrupt.
I think that's the true, like, that's the ending of the downfall. It all built up to that.
God tried to destroy the whole city.
Bro, I mean, the, like, hurricane happened after that. Like,
I mean,
It was rough.
Houston's eating that shit.
I hope that Texas is doing okay.
And now they have the worst team in basketball.
but yeah,
They're not the worst team in basketball,
moral of this
record-wise.
story, they are the worst team in basketball.
Okay,
And I transitioned to being an exclusive Houston fan just to be disappointed with my life.
At least you never invested in the Texans.
No.
Yeah, I don't care about the Texans.
You
There was a point. He was an MJ basketball though. I mean, he was the
He was
MJ
the
football.
MJ football.
He was the MJ football for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's still that.
Well, the playoff game where like the last play he spins out of that sack, runs like an extra 30 yards around the I don't remember, but he. It was some crazy shit. It was wild. Man. Y'all remember that shit?
I'm excited for football. I miss football.
I'm ready for baseball. I'm ready for new
I'm excited
sports.
for baseball too.
I'm ready for hockey.
Spring training already started.
I know. I've been
I saw
watching.
that.
Some of the games will come on at like 1 in the afternoon, and I'll
Yeah,
just
some
be
weird
sitting
shit.
there, and I'm like, why not?
Why not put a little bit on? Right?
When am I gonna watch baseball besides 1 o'clock in the fucking day?
You said the first day of spring training, Tati said like a 441 home run.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I
sure.
think it was a grand slam, something like that.
That dude is such a goddamn monster. The Padres are fucking drippy.
He's like 22. How's that make you feel?
Is he really?
How does it make you feel that the stars of every league are like 21?
It makes me feel good that I like tore my Achilles, because now I don't have to feel sad that I didn't do something more with my life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I was gonna play basketball, and then I wasn't that good.
At this point, I feel like it's not my fault, right? Like
true. Like God didn't bless me to be 6'8".
No cap.
That wasn't my purpose.
They get started at like 2 years old too. Like it's not my fault my dad wasn't making me hit 100 baseballs a day at 4.
Yeah, no cap, bro. They don't talk about the trauma that fucking
yeah.
that all these athletes have from their dads hitting them and telling them to shoot more basketballs.
Do you watch the clips on Instagram and shit of like the kids who are like really proficient at sports and stuff, and like they're like 4 years, like they're like real good. I only see that shit.
Like some prodigal stuff.
Yeah, more some prodigy type shit. Like this, like little, like tiny children smacking balls like 200 feet.
It's
I'm
crazy.
Like,
That like I feel like I should have known from the start that I wasn't gonna be anything special because like kids are like 3 years old and can play the piano and shit and like play drums and like I wasn't doing that shit. I didn't even know that like a hobby was a thing until I was like
middle school
17. I was like 17 and I was like, people do stuff?
Do I like poetry?
But yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought.
Speaking of being a prodigy, my disc golf career starts today, boys. I don't know if I told you.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm starting like a training regimen, bro. We're going big.
Oh.
That's drippy.
You're about to do it for real?
No. I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. You know, we're starting big late.
I'm sure you could do something.
Yeah.
You're fucking nice, bro.
I entered tournaments and stuff.
For real?
Get dead last. Yeah, that was my New Year's resolution. Just to win a tournament.
Let's goddamn go.
Let me be your caddy, bro.
I'm down.
Let's go.
I want to carry my bag.
Ooh.
That's sick. I like your bag. I'll carry your bag.
Yeah,
The one
just
with
look bag.
with the open flap?
Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah.
It's not even like a flap. It's just like open.
That's how you know you're calm.
Mm-hmm.
When you have to go out and buy a disc golf backpack, your vibe is a little different from my vibe.
None of us will ever be as good at any sport as Joshy was at wrestling. How does that make y'all feel?
You don't think so?
Honestly, it's an honor.
Was he really like that? Was he really like that?
Joshy, I mean...
Hey, Josh, you weren't really like that, bro.
He was really good. Joshy also did not weigh a lot, but he was really strong. So all the kids in his weight class were like...
Getting taught.
Just like little weak-ass kids. Joshy was tearing them apart.
You guys remember when he fought that girl one time?
He fought a girl?
Fought is probably the wrong word, but wrestle.
He grappled a chick?
Yeah.
You remember when he fought a girl after wrestling practice?
Yeah, he beat her ass. Curb stomped her.
This is slander. But anyway,
I
yeah.
hit the table.
He was really good. He won the first ever Goochland High School wrestling match.
Ever?
Yeah, you didn't, bro. You gotta get his
That's
his
in the
fucking
history
card,
book.
bro. His little wrestling card.
Nobody can ever take that away from him, bro. That's going down in
It's
the
true.
Wrestling Hall of Fame.
That's so sick, bro. You guys think Joshy would be good on here?
Do you think so? Josh, talks too quiet.
I definitely. I do feel like Joshy might like. I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't say that much.
I think Josh is funny enough to be on here.
I think so too. I think all of our friends are great.
You're about like a week deep.
Huh?
In the painted nails. You're about a couple of days deep.
Oh yeah.
How's it
I think
feel?
she did it yesterday. I don't really like them. I mean, they were never really. It's not her fault. It's just like it's not really my luck.
I think it's trippy.
I don't go anywhere, so it's like, all right, fuck it, why not?
I think it's trippy.
I think if my dad saw it, he'd call me the F word.
I feel like the purple is not very purple.
It's like blue.
Yeah.
Here, let me just for
Really?
you like that? You like that? It's like 3D, but yeah, it's just not really my vibe. I keep the toe ones. Toe ones are cool.
You got it. I think it's trip.
I just don't feel like it's very me. You know what I mean? I don't mind the gold ones. I think the gold ones are.
I think those are actually drip.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
These
the blue
ones?
ones.
The
Yeah.
gold ones?
Yeah, for sure.
The gold ones.
For sure.
All right, word.
I like it.
I also got glasses today. I know I already showed you guys these, but I haven't showed
bro.
them. So I got. So I'm studying to be a teacher, and I need kids to respect me and not think that I'm just like some stupid douchebag. So I got glasses, and I figured glasses would be a good investment. But I've never bought glasses before, so they're blue light glasses, and I feel like an anime character. Tyler, you got to get on the glasses trip.
Yeah, drip.
You know who it is.
Yes, sir. Blood.
Or did like the upside down.
This coat closet probably isn't like physically big enough for all of us to do that at the same time. Oh, I haven't tried that with mine. I don't think I could. The bridge is like really big. Oh no, I totally can.
Can you see out of yours? They don't do anything, so like you can still see. Right?
They're blue light.
But they're not prescription.
No, they're not.
So
they don't have my
so like
vision.
they don't fuck with your vision. And
No,
shit?
no.
I'm like seeing the world so different right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Wait, is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I've never thought about that before. I figured like it's like the same.
I can see yesterday. With my glasses rose like,
I can see my house from here.
I can see time forgotten.
I can see all of human.
I can see a memory lost.
What do you guys think happens when you die?
Jesus.
Let's talk about it. Alright, what happens when you die, dude?
I like to think that like I'm all about like vibes, right? So like I feel like your vibes just like go, you know?
What does that mean?
Where your vibes
Define your vibes going.
Your
know what I
vibes
mean?
is
Like-
gonna,
Just like
it's gonna go.
you ever like have somebody in your family pass away and you're just like, fuck,
Yeah.
granddad's vibes are gone. Just those vibes are gone. They're elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Okay,
that's
so
for the
where do
people
they-
that are living.
where
What
do they
about
go?
also where do they go?
Where do they go?
Can you hear them?
The vibes go into things that remind you of the people that died, right?
Sure.
So like when I think about my grandfather, anytime I smell cigarettes and coffee, I'm like, those are his vibes.
Mm.
Okay.
Word.
But what about for the person that died?
What do you mean?
What happens for them?
They're just a vibe.
They just become the
They
vibe.
become
Yeah,
the
imagine
vibe?
just becoming your own vibe.
You think?
Your vibe as somebody remembers you. It's just your vibe.
Do you think when you die you can hear your favorite song? Is that like a part of your vibe leaving?
What?
You can like hear shit? Am I tripping?
What do you mean, like as you're dying?
Like when you die and you release your vibe,
Oh,
the
like,
inside, like
when you're a
innards, like,
vibe?
when you're a vibe, can you start hearing shit? Like, can
Yeah.
the people that are around hear shit now?
Yeah.
The fuck I hear that vibe.
Like you exist in music?
You just exist and shit.
Yeah, that's... I'm
Like
thinking
you're walking in nature, but you just hear like,
birds and shit.
oh shit.
You're like, oh my god, that was Charles' vibe.
That was Granddad's vibe. Fuck.
My granddad definitely would have called me the F word with this.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway.
What have you been listening to, bro?
Wait, I actually want to talk about this
Uh-oh.
real quick.
Ooh.
I
Crazy.
heard the Bruno Mars Innocent Pack album, and I like it a lot.
Do you like it? The one,
Yeah.
the song?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry, not the album.
Ooh. Fuck. Silk Sonic goes fucking crazy.
What's the song called?
Don't even know.
Close the door.
Leave the
Leave the door
door
open.
Yeah, it's good.
As much as it kills me, bro, like,
You're about to say some hater shit?
I like the song.
Yeah.
I like the song. Wait a second. I haven't even spoken. Let me speak. Let me speak. I like the song a lot. I just don't like Bruno Mars that much.
You keep saying this? You keep saying this, right?
It's not like, oh, I have a reason for not liking Bruno Mars. Like, I just don't really like his voice that much.
But you.
So, I
but-
love the vibes. I love the Anderson Paak.
Mhm.
It's just when he's singing, it's just not as it for me as it is for some other people.
So we had an argument. Not even an argument. We just had a discussion about this like a week or two ago. And I was like, I love Bruno Mars, all that shit, culture, all whatever. Who cares? And you were like, you know, I don't like Bruno Mars that much. I was like, okay, so I did a bunch of songs, sang a bunch of songs, and then you sang the words to all of those songs. You were singing the words to songs that I didn't know the words to.
Bruno Mars is on the radio all the time. And the only time I hear the radio is at work, and I always hear his
But
song.
you're singing them though.
Because I know him.
Why are you singing them? You don't have to. You don't. But you're singing them. You only sing things that you enjoy.
I like singing with you because I think you sing better than I like the way that he sings.
But you were like so. But you heard the song. And then you picked it up from. You took it from me. I didn't know the words.
I want you to cover every Bruno Mars song, and then I'll listen to him.
I think Bruno Mars is incredible as an artist.
I think he's impressed. Like
I think you're gonna hear this album and be like, fuck.
But I'm gonna attribute it all to Anderson .Paak.
You can't.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, here's how this album's gonna go.
I
It's
think
gonna
Anderson
be.
.Paak's a better artist.
So wait, what did they just drop a song and then the album's coming later?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a single off their
Oh.
album. Yeah.
They dropped a single in the intro. So
I like it. I'm excited for the album. I think the album's gonna be really good.
I think it's gonna be.
It's just Bruno
Anderson
Mars is gonna
.Paak-
be my favorite part.
Anderson .Paak probably writes most of the music, like most of like the meaty parts of the music, and probably writes the music itself.
I feel like you can actually, in the song, you kind of hear like the switch and like their kinds of music. You know what I mean?
You think so? That's
Yeah.
kind of smart.
Because I think when Anderson .Paak is going, it's a little bit like, and I haven't listened to the song as much as you guys probably have, but it's a little bit more like up tempo and like I can like hear him playing the drums type deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the Bruno Mars comes on, it's very much a Bruno Mars song.
Drip.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they do a cool like combination thing there. I wonder if they're gonna be able to keep it up for a whole album. I anticipate they
I
will.
think Bruno Mars is gonna sing every chorus on every song on this album,
Yeah.
and that's why it's gonna sell really hard. Cause like you're gonna hear like the come downs and all that shit, but you're gonna hear fucking finesse, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
Give me a little bit of finesse.
I'll give you finesse, bro. I fucking love finesse. It don't make no sense, bro. You know it, you know. You gotta respond somehow.
I'm not responding to that.
I like that song.
That's a good song. Good
I
album.
like some of the songs.
Listen to that album. Great artist. Listen to that artist.
Let's do his whole catalog.
Listen to all of it. Listen to Grenade.
I don't like Grenade.
Oh, I don't know if I could take that song anymore.
Oh. Listen to When I Was Your Man.
Oh, don't do that.
30 million times.
Don't do that.
Can we tell that story and just not use his name? We just won't use his name. He doesn't watch. Are you cool with that?
I don't care.
Okay, so, well, Tyler, you tell it then
Oh, I
because...
don't want to tell it though. It's funnier if Charles tells
Charles,
it.
you tell it because I wasn't really...
Back when we were in high school, there was this dude,
Don't say his name.
a homie of mine, some would say. So this dude...
Not him, but some would say.
Some would say. Not he wouldn't
Definitely
say
not
it,
him.
but some would say. He's a homie. But he had this girlfriend, and then she dumped him because he was fine.
He like didn't hang out with him.
He like wouldn't even touch her hand. Didn't want to touch her hand.
She was like, I just want you to fuck me.
No cap. And then he was like, I don't.
What?
No. Are you a video game?
Ooh.
If you're not, don't talk to me.
They got personal.
But when they broke up, this dude was down more tremendous than any person I've ever seen in my life.
I think
ever.
probably the most tremendous.
He was down the most
If
tremendous
we're being 100%
ever.
honest, I don't think he's ever been the same after that.
There was part of this man that was lost. I totally agree, bro.
I am not even capping.
There was like an innocence that was lost. You know what I mean?
No cap.
He's like, things will never be the same.
How did he cope with the breakup?
Not well.
Not well. He listened to one song, maybe on repeat, for like what? Maybe a semester, like a whole school year. And it just happened to be Bruno Mars's When I Was Your Man. And if that's not a testament to the power
Bruno Mars.
of Bruno Mars, to pull a man from the brink,
You're right.
pulled him back. Got
You're
him,
right.
got him back, and then they started bumping like "I Walk Alone" and shit by like not Coldplay. Who is it?
Green Day.
Oh,
Green Day?
God, yeah.
I walk alone and I walk up.
Can we start a band?
You keep talking about this.
I know. I want to start a band. I think it would be hilarious.
You wanna be like the rock, like classic like white guy singer, right?
Yeah, I think it would be
You
so
want to be
fun.
like Dwayne the Rock,
not the rock.
My favorite artist.
Dwayne the Cock Johnson. I love that.
No, I do though. Like, I want like a very like '90s like.
I thought you wanted to be in a boy band.
I have lots of ideas, and I figured that we could discuss them right now. Because I think a boy band would be drippy too.
Okay.
Who's the best dancer out of all of us besides Jaleel?
It's gotta be Derek,
Derek?
right?
You're right.
I think you right now.
Fuck off. I do kind of get down in my chair though. I'm not gonna
You
lie
be
to you.
spinning, bro.
You feel me?
okay,
I can
okay.
hit the up top stuff.
Oh, okay.
We watched High School Musical 2, the sing along last
Yes, we
night.
did.
Thankfully, I wasn't here.
What do you mean? Thankfully, you weren't?
Hater.
There was good music in there, bro.
I think Tyler misses it, bro. He just wouldn't say it.
Bruno Mars wrote a bunch of songs in there.
Did he?
Bruno Mars is actually in it.
Bruno Mars is Troy in this movie.
Dude, I want a High School Musical movie.
Bruno Mars fakes right and breaks legs.
High School Musical, the series, the movie, the show, the
The
Disney
Mars.
special.
The sequel, the Netflix adaptation.
High School.
Yep.
High School Museum.
High School Nightmare at the Musical.
The sing-along.
The movie. The Wolf of Wall Street.
I've never seen that movie and I really want to watch
I really
it.
wanna
I
watch
just
it,
don't
too.
know why.
I've
I
never
haven't
seen it.
Let's watch it.
Okay.
Right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Grab the camera.
We'll do a live, like, look along.
Look along.
Look along.
Come look along.
That shows you how unprofessional I am as a podcaster. I have no idea what that's called.
How does it feel, bro? This is your first time
What?
leading the rodeo?
How do you guys think I'm doing? Am I doing pretty well?
Yeah.
I feel like Sean Evans. I'm like about to pull shit from y'all's Instagram and ask you stuff.
I didn't even realize it, but how does it feel to be done with season 1? I didn't know this was going to be season 2.
Yeah, man, there was just like 2 weeks in there where like we just like weren't feeling it, you know, and like my leg was fucked up and Landon was going through some stuff, so like we just went a couple weeks without it, and then
Now we're back.
I was like, let's do season 2, kind of come in with a new thing. I don't know how long we're gonna be doing like guests like this and stuff.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Season.
We're season 2.
Season 2! I saw the...
Landon can have fun editing that later.
I'm so excited to see all these. I'm so excited.
Upon thinking about it, having Charles closer to the mic is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I
I'm
think.
gonna scream.
It's just blown
I'm
out.
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
is.
screaming. I've been staring at this entire time. Just watching it be red when I talk.
Yeah, every time.
Is that what you guys look at? Do you guys look at this, or do you look at the camera? I always look at myself in the camera because I'm narcissistic. I was paying attention to it, and you can just kind of see me like, just like looking at myself and shit.
Yeah, I feel it. I look at you too.
Word.
You gonna kiss? Yeah, there you go.
My nails aren't painted, so I can't do that.
Oh.
Boys, let's keep talking about the All-Star game because I'm excited about it and I haven't been able to talk much.
All right, bro. All-Star game. Are you ready to...
Let's make a list of people that we think could potentially win the MVP.
Zion, and that's about it.
You think so? I think LeBron's
Zion
got a
or James
chance.
Harden?
I think
James Harden's an interesting pick,
He's
and I
been
don't
balling.
disagree.
He's
Off the bench, bro? No
I'd be
way.
so sad.
been
I don't care.
Fuck James Harden.
He's been fucking...
I think LeBron is like the obvious pick.
For real?
Yeah, I mean, no, sorry, obvious pick is the wrong thing. Like, not obvious that he's gonna win, but obvious where like you have to say it.
You can't not say it.
Like he's got to be in.
Any
the
accolade in the NBA. That might be LeBron.
LeBron's
Yeah.
been going fucking crazy this season too.
And no one talks about
I don't
that?
think he's gonna win the MVP, and I think that he's gonna be pissed and like dominate the All-Star game.
I hope he doesn't win the MVP and then dominates the playoffs. That's what I really want to see.
I really don't want Giannis to win All-Star game.
Yeah, that'd be
MVP.
boring.
He's not gonna do it. People are tired of seeing big man dunk ball easy. Do two move.
I feel like Giannis has a big advantage though, especially in the All-Star game because nobody's playing like that hard a defense, and so like he's already massive. He can just
And niggas
like,
already couldn't really guard him like that.
yeah, you can't guard him normally.
Well, and Giannis goes crazy in the All-Star games. Like he doesn't know the difference. I feel like.
Yeah.
He plays the exact same in the All-Star game as he does. Is he a start? He's got to be a starter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
He's
no
on-
He's
way
on
this man's
LeBron's
a starter.
Yeah,
team. He
he's
was
on-
his first pick.
Oh, that's
Bro.
right. That's right.
LeBron, Giannis, Steph.
His team's nasty. Luka's on that team too,
Bro,
and they got Dame off the bench.
I was looking at it. I think LeBron's team is like pretty significantly better.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it is
than
too.
KD's
Yeah.
team.
Let's pull it up.
Oh yeah.
You guys keep talking. I'm
You
gonna
have
pull
two
it up.
MVPs. You have 3 MVPs starting on your team.
Yeah, like if I remember right, it's LeBron, Giannis, Steph, Luka, and then it was Joel, right? Until he got hurt, or no, until he got COVID.
I think so. I'm not
That's it?
certain though. I think so.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, like that's goddamn crazy.
I care about the fucking 3-point contest. That's all I care about.
We'll get into all of it. I'll bring it all up.
Let's see it, bro.
I'll bring it all
Let's
up.
see.
We've never done this before. Okay, I'm going to read these off real quick. So we got Team LeBron with Giannis, Steph, Luka, and Jokic.
Mhm.
And then you got Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Rudy Gobert, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, DeMontis Sabonis, and Ben Simmons, who's
Crazy.
not playing. Ben
Crazy.
Simmons isn't. And then Team Durant, you got Bradley Beal, Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker. There's so many goddamn people on this list. This doesn't even have Mike Conley on it. Anthony Davis, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell, Julius Randle, Nikola Vucevic, and Zion Williamson, who's starting.
Who's now starting?
So I think KD's team would have been a lot better if it wasn't for AD getting hurt.
Yeah.
And KD's also not playing too, which is unfortunate.
It's kind of fucking crazy that AD wasn't a starter.
Yeah.
I mean, not given this season, never mind.
Mm-mm.
But that is just crazy. I bet you it's been a while.
I still think the starters on LeBron's team would. How do you think they match up, bro?
The starters?
Yeah, like you got Brad Beal and Steph. I'd rather have Steph
I think you got Kyrie and stuff.
or Kyrie and Steph. Brad Beal and what? Luka,
I guess so.
Mhm.
and
And then you got LeBron and Kawhi,
yeah.
which is always a fun matchup. And then you
Fun.
got. This is where it gets a little hard. You don't want Jason Tatum on LeBron or Giannis. You got Joel on Jokic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually kind of cancel each other
And
out
then
in terms of
Giannis is
value.
just gonna shit all over Jason
All over
Tatum.
Jason Tatum. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Jason Tatum's just going to get dogged
You
on.
think he's gonna win?
No cap, I'd put
MVP?
Kawhi on Giannis, and I'd put Jason Tatum
On LeBron.
on LeBron, I guess. I'd rather have him on LeBron than Giannis. He guards
Yeah.
LeBron in the games. He doesn't really guard Giannis that much.
Okay, so now that I'm looking at it though, I think Team LeBron has the better starters, but KD's team has a really crazy
KD
bench.
has Zach goddamn Levine on it, bro. Never mind. KD's a better team.
He's got James Harden, Zach LaVine
I think Zach LaVine could win All-Star
coming
MVP.
off
No
the
cap.
bench.
That's a real sleeper. That's a real sleeper.
That's
No
a big
cap.
sleeper, bro.
Y'all niggas hating on goddamn Zach Gavine. He's a monster.
Oh, what if Paul George goes crazy?
He might. He's also a sleeper. I hate Paul George.
Paul George is just so frustrating, bro. I
He's
need
an
him to put that shit
enigma.
together.
No
Yeah.
cap.
Just put it together, bro. I remember rooting for him so hard on the Pacers, bro.
Because he was likable then. He wasn't
He
really,
was-
but he was.
We just didn't know how unlikable he kind of is. And that's okay. You are who you are.
Historically getting scored on in every big play he's ever been in. Every big defensive play he's ever been a part of, he's been fucking bucking it on.
Dudes that see Paul George on them at
Like,
the end of a game,
they're
bro,
like, this shit's going the fuck in.
you can give the ball to the 12th man on the bench, and if he's guarded by Paul George,
That
he's
shit might be cash.
icing that shit, bro. He's crossing him up,
Step back.
step back.
That's a bad
3-pointer.
shot. That's a bad shot. Cash. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, bro.
This show is all about Paul George slander from now on. I loved Paul George, bro. I thought that he and Kawhi Leonard were gonna be the next best players. I also thought LeBron was gonna start being bad
Man, that
like
didn't
3
happen.
years ago, and he just refuses. Which I'm cool with. I'm at the point where I really like watching LeBron just shit
What are you
on
gonna
everybody.
do when LeBron has to retire?
I'm gonna cry.
A lot.
I'm definitely gonna cry.
Damn.
Are you gonna cry?
I don't know if I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be real empty, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, maybe not cry.
Maybe.
I might cry for LeBron.
Well, you'll see when I'm gone.
But all the other players in the league,
I don't give a fuck about them niggas, bro.
I'm gonna be sad when KD retires.
For real? I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be that sad.
If KD didn't get hurt, I think KD would be even like considered even greater. No way he should end his career with only one MVP, bro. Man's just crazy.
Nah, bro, you can keep it right there, bro.
Why are you so mad at KD?
I'm not mad at KD. I just don't want anyone to take away from LeBron's greatness
What do you think KD is a top 50 player of all time?
of all time. I think KD is the most unguardable player of all time.
I think so too.
So so he's like automatically like in the top 15.
Do you think Kevin Durant can physically put on more weight? Because he's actually pretty heavy, but like,
What's
I
it
mean,
like 260?
imagine if he was Giannis' size with Kevin Durant's skill.
He'd be the best player of all time.
Yeah,
he'd be on my
without
player.
a doubt.
He'd be a creative character.
He'd be unfair.
That's God's my player right there. No cap.
Excuse me, I gotta sneeze, but it's not coming up.
Oh.
Thank you.
What do you guys think about the Jazz controversy?
What
With,
happened to the Jazz?
How
they were-
both of them got picked last?
Both players were the last picks, I thought that was very
That
funny.
nigga's got COVID over there, bro.
I think-
You think that's why?
Yeah, bro. He got COVID.
I think
That nigga's sick.
the league just hates Utah. I think they like hate their fan base so much because Utah's like by
Utah
far
has
the
the
most
worst
racist.
fans of all goddamn time, bro.
So I don't think it's like against the players really. I think the team, like I think LeBron and KD are just like fuck Utah. Why would I pick Utah players?
Yeah, you think it's like purposely slander? Though?
Yeah, I
Like,
think so. I think so. LeBron said he was like, you know, in video games you never pick Utah.
Yeah.
Like,
He
why would I
said
pick
that?
fucking-
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
It's been a big deal. I've been trying to follow it some, but yeah, they've been like interviewed about it and stuff. But that's exactly what he said. He's like, "Who picks Utah?"
Rudy Gobert wore a shirt the other day that was like an NBA Jam selection. It was John Stockton and Karl Malone.
Mm-hmm.
Like that did something.
I don't
Like,
want that. I don't
wouldn't
want
pick
that
that
team.
fucking team.
I don't want Lil John
You got
Stockton,
MJ
bro.
and Pippen right next door. Why would I pick the goddamn Jazz? Like I want to be John Stockton. I love John Stockton. I think he's great.
He's like your idol.
Is he my idol?
Why wouldn't he be?
I like to. Do I have more drip than John Stockton? I don't. Don't answer that. I don't want to.
You don't think you do?
No, bro. John Stockton's drippy. There's something drippy about being a nerdy white
Being
guy.
a loser?
I don't know how to explain it. Wait, he's not a loser, okay? You're a hater.
Yeah. Why are you so angry?
What did he do in his career? Champion?
You're hating. He got to the finals
I
twice.
think not. Champion? I think not. I think not. I think he wasn't. Show me these 3-point lineups, bro. Show me the other. Show me the all-star shit. Show me the all-star other shit. Edit
Just
this,
go down the
man.
list, bro.
Put some shit right here for the dead time.
We'll start with
Skills
Taco Bell
challenge?
challenge.
My boy, bro.
Julie Randle. Talk
wait.
about his ascension to greatness.
Let me read it off real quick. So in the skills challenge, you got Robert Covington, Luka Doncic, Chris Paul, Julius Randle, DeMontis Sabonis, and Nikola Vucevic. I think it's interesting that all 5 of these dudes are all-stars, and then they were like, who the fuck else should we have? And they're like, just call him Rocco. He's not
Rocco.
like
My baby boy.
Rocco?
Yes.
He played for Houston for like half
Rocco,
a season,
my
and Tyler
favorite
fell in
player of
love.
all time.
So fuck Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like Chris Paul. I didn't like Chris Paul.
He
when
might
was
as well
on
be a
the
Rockets legend at this point.
I didn't like Chris Paul when he was on the Rockets.
He's a Rockets legend.
I like Chris Paul
He's
now.
a Rockets legend.
I think once Chris Paul left the Rockets is when I started really liking him, though.
Mm-hmm.
He was all right in the Rockets. I hated him on the Clippers.
He was an ass.
I just didn't like the Clippers. I never thought that they were that good.
I liked him on the hornies.
Is Chris Paul a loser? Because he's not gonna win a chip.
No, but it's different.
Do you think Chris Paul is greater than John Stockton was?
Easily.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
What?
I think so.
You know John Stockton has the most career assists and steals ever.
I do understand the stats.
What's Chris Paul good at? Oh, because he's black, he's better?
One-on-one, who's busting whose ass? Tell me who you think's busting whose ass.
Okay, you're right, but that's not fair. That's not how we're deciding this. We're deciding it based on NBA.
We're seeing in real time Chris Paul, the elder statesman, the wise man.
You think John Stockton
travel
would
from
be doing this?
not like this.
What are you talking about?
Travel from team to team and just will them to win. Brings a winning energy, and then they automatically become winners. It's what?
I mean, I get
We're
it.
seeing it. We're seeing it in real time.
Tell him to get like 2,000 more assists and we can talk.
Ever since the series in Houston where he put everything on the line.
And then he got hurt.
And he got hurt.
And they sucked.
And then they
dog
let him
shit.
go and shit. I'm like, he's just been a wandering nomad taking his basketball wizardry and just willing teams to win.
I think Chris Paul is probably the greatest leader of all time.
All right.
Maybe besides LeBron. But even then, like, Chris Paul's like the player association president and shit. So.
Exactly. That one no goddamn John Stockton.
Bro, I get it. I see where you're coming from. Julius Randle, I like that he's great. I
Who's
think
a
it's
more
cool.
creative passer? Probably C per third.
Okay, yeah, probably.
Who's a more dynamic scorer? Definitely CP3.
I think you're hating.
Who do I want taking shots from me? Who do I want taking the last shot? CP3 or John Stockton?
John Stockton had a 3-pointer to get to the NBA Finals. Chris Paul's never been in the conference finals. That's not true. Sorry, he's been once. No, he's been a couple times. He's never been in the finals, though.
But who do I want taking my shots?
Okay, let's get off the subject. It makes me sad.
I want Chris goddamn Paul shooting my goddamn shots.
I like
Go Chris Paul. I love you, CP3. Go crazy.
fuck off.
What? I like CP3.
I do too. I like when Lakers players lead the Lakers and go on to be great. It's one of my new favorite things in the NBA, and it's been happening lately. Like with Julius Randle, like Jordan Clarkson, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo's gonna be great someday.
I think he's great.
Someday.
I think they're just hating on him right now. They're not going to trade him at the trade deadline.
You don't think so?
No, because he's so fucking valuable.
Yeah, but they don't like the Pelicans. Don't value him that much.
But the players love Lonzo. Like they fucking love Lonzo.
I know. I get it, bro.
And he's like useful.
He's good.
He's like shooting threes in a career clip.
I can't believe that.
Passing, great defender. Fuck that. I hate the Pelicans, bro.
Put Lonzo in the 3-point contest.
Lonzo's shooting like well.
He'd do better than Rocco. He'd do better than Julius fucking Randle.
These guys are not in the 3-point
Oh
contest.
shit.
Skills
Oh, okay. That's why I was so confused. I was like, why is
Domantas Sabonis in the 3-point contest.
Yeah, bro. Sure.
Guys, look, it's future Celtic, Nikola Vucevic.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't even know if I'd want that. I mean, as much as I like him. So now you got Jaylen Brown, Mike Conley, Steph Curry,
This is some
Zach
crazy
LaVine,
shit.
Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum in the 3-point contest.
This is some crazy shit. Except for that. Except
Go
for him
Big
right
Mike.
there.
You're such a hater.
Why do you
Crazy.
hate Mike? I hope he wins.
I hope he wins
I hope
too.
nobody else even makes one and Mike Conley gets 35.
Mike Conley drops.
So you
Fucking
have
the most in
like
history.
the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
The youngest player, Donovan Mitchell, to like ever hit like however many threes ever.
Something like that.
Something
He's got
like
one
that.
of them records.
He's got a lot. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum are just certified buckets. Zach LaVine certified bucket. And then you got Mike fucking Conley.
That's all-star Mike Conley to you.
Mike Conley should switch hands every time he takes a shot.
Look at that release. Look at it.
That's, you know that's just cash though.
Bro, Mike Conley is I wonder what his career 3-point percentage is. I bet you it's like close to
It's
40%.
probably like 39%.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's really good.
It's really good.
He played for the grit and grind Grizzlies, bro. He shot like 0.3 threes a game at one point.
The fucking Zach Randolph-led Grizzlies.
Okay, don't do that to Marc Gasol. That shit is disrespectful as fuck to future Hall of Famer.
Zach
Marc
Zach Randolph was leading those goddamn teams, bro. What was his nickname?
It's the Zebo.
Zebo.
It was the big Spaniard doing it, bro.
Big Mark.
It was Big Zach.
The worst Gasol.
It's true.
Damn.
But they're both Hall of Famers, and I think that they're going to be the first brothers ever to be in the Hall of Fame.
Let's fucking go pow. Yes, sir.
I think if Marc Gasol, definitely if the Lakers win another one and Marc Gasol becomes a 2-time champion, no way he doesn't get in the Hall of Fame.
I think he's already in.
I think he is too.
I think he's in only because of the chip and then like
Defensive Player of the Year.
his FIBA shit.
Yep, FIBA shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Champion over there.
Mm-hmm.
They're crazy. Or he's crazy.
He got a Defensive Player of the Year without making All Defensive First Team.
You said
What?
Yeah. Oh, that was when they robbed LeBron of a decoy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
LeBron should have had it.
They stole that shit,
But
bro.
They love
it went to Marc Gasol, and I love Marc
It went to
Gasol.
goddamn Marc Gasol. Now my dad always has an argument against LeBron because he never won a decoy. MJ has one or something like that. He has like 2 or 3 or some shit. I don't know.
So you got Steph Curry. Is he our pick?
He's our winner.
Not me.
He should always be our pick. Who's
Hey,
yours?
bro. Hey,
Mike Conley's your pick.
Going all the way.
Tyler's invested in the Mike Conley.
my pick's Zach LaVine.
I think that's a pretty solid pick, to be honest with you. He's kind of a flamethrower.
Christian, I'm really sorry. I think Jalen and Jason are not going to do very well.
I think Jalen does really well.
We'll see.
I believe in Jason.
Jason Tatum's a very smooth 3-point shooter, but he is having some troubles lately. Hopefully he balls out. Hopefully they both ball out,
Jason
and then they
Tatum
start
only
feeling
waits to
better.
hit threes until there's 5 minutes left in the game, and then he starts hitting his shots.
I mean, there are worse times to do it, I guess. Oh, we get to do the slam dunk contest, boys.
Cassius goddamn Stanley. He's like a 45-inch vertical.
Bro, I gotta wait 30 fucking seconds. I just want to see who...
Refresh it.
Well, you can see it right there.
Oh, no cap.
So, okay. So I did some more research.
Anthony
I
Simons is nice, bro.
wanted to know, bro. And so, like, Zion at Duke set, like, not the Zion record. He set the Duke men's basketball record for the highest vertical. And then Cassius last year came in and broke that record.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
He gets up.
Oh, yeah.
He gets
Cassius goddamn stands about to have like a 47-inch fucking vertical, bro. That nigga's fucking crazy. No cap.
Yeah.
This finna be some boring shit.
I think it might be good, bro. I was thinking about it, and like I know that it's not like
This finna be some
super
shit.
like notable players, but
I don't want to see Obi topping.
bro, like Derrick Jones Jr. was going fucking crazy in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who he was until
Yeah.
sometimes the all.
I mean, we knew who he was.
I mean, we did, but sometimes the dunk contest like propels players into like a new light that people didn't see them before. Like Aaron Gordon, nobody's talking about Aaron Gordon until the dunk contest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he also had
Zach
other things he
LaVine?
could do.
All these players are super underappreciated, is what I'm saying. It's not that they're not good, but they're underappreciated until they're on the dunk contest stage and then they blow
But
up.
those were the guys that had like potential to be great. You got people like that dude like Diablo from Oklahoma.
Yeah, and he's going off. Chuck Diallo's going crazy
in the dunk contest or in the league.
in the dunk contest.
Not doing shit in the league.
Okay, well, it doesn't work every time. I'm just saying that sometimes it does.
Derrick Jones Jr. got traded.
Huh?
Derrick Jones Jr. won it and they got traded.
I don't think he got traded. I think he left in free agency.
Or he left. Or he dipped. Went to a, well,
But now he starts for Portland.
because he has to.
You're
no
such a
choice.
hater,
They
bro.
don't have another option.
Hate greatness.
I kind of want Obi Toppin to win it just because he's like,
Why?
he's just in our division. I think
Yeah,
it's
we've
cool.
seen him before.
We saw him play.
Cashy Stanley. 47 is Birdie Wall.
Okay. I've never been to Duke. Right? He went to Duke? That's what you were
Went to
saying?
Duke.
Yeah, I've never been. Well, there you
I
go.
think y'all haters. Cashy Stanley.
I mean, I don't really care who wins. I just hope it's good.
I think the Big One contest is going to be incredible. I think we're going to see another big man win.
The skills
The
challenge?
Those challenge because that's how it goes now and shit.
I definitely think Julius Randle has a chance to win. Or DeMontis. I love DeMontis Sabonis.
I think
I think
Julius Randle and his ascension to greatness is undervalued and under-talked about.
Have you seen that thing where people say that Julius Randle now is better than Chris Bosh ever was?
What?
Have you seen that? Yeah, there's like a whole thing on Twitter where people are like
I'm
talking
not.
about it. Yeah, Dwayne Wade came out on like
He said it?
no,
Oh.
no.
He
Dwayne
was,
Wade
like,
argued it. Yeah,
Okay.
he was like Chris Bosh gets underappreciated because I
Mhm.
think they brought it up on one of like the tip-off pregame things that he was doing. Yeah, it's not close.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I like Julius Randle a lot. It's not close.
I think Julius Randle right now is as good as 08 LeBron James.
Oh my god.
What?
I think LeBron's first MVP season is equivalent right now to Julius Randle.
LeBron won his first MVP in 2008.
08 or 09 or 09 010. 09 010.
Oh no, that's it.
I think it's 09 10.
That's crazy.
9 10. 1 2 10.
Welcome back to the code closet.
What are we talking about now?
I don't know. I've had to pee for the past like. We're 52 minutes in. I probably had to pee for like 42 minutes. So that's what I'm kind of thinking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about the All-Star game. We talked a little bit about Tyler's relationship with sports. Let's talk about your relationships with sports teams, Charles. And why are you a Lakers fan? Because if you know Charles, you know that he's a Lakers fan.
I'm not.
I'm a LeBron fan. Sorry.
I'm a LeBron fan.
I'm a LeBron fan.
NAD.
I'm a fan.
Alex Caruso, is it getting cold in here, Charles?
It's getting a little cold in here.
You're getting a little cold in here with that AC.
Turn the AC on.
KCP.
I actually love KCP, so I won't even deny that.
So that's 4 players on the Lakers so far that you love. And then we can get to like THT. You love you some THT. You can't argue it.
I watch me some THT, bro.
You like some THT, bro. When I brought up THT, you were the one that was.
I think it's
hit.
incredible. All
right.
I think 6'4", 7 foot wingspan,
Bro,
thick body.
I honestly think that right now you like more players currently on the Lakers roster than I like players that are on the Celtics roster.
There's no one to like on the
I
Celtics.
definitely agree.
The Celtics are just kind of
This is not much
unlikable right
to
now.
like. You got that smiley ass nigga.
You got Peep.
I love
Pete.
Peyton Pritchard, baby. Peyton Pritchard and Robert Williams.
Do you
Keep me
feel-
going.
You got the
Do you feel
baby.
he got
Okay,
cheated?
let's go. I think he might get traded, to be honest with
You
you.
think Pistol Pete got cheated out of the Rising Stars? Didn't he not make it?
Who?
Little Pete.
Oh.
A little pee-pee?
Yeah, he didn't make it.
He didn't make it. I forgot that they do like the World USA thing.
Mhm.
I think that fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking amongst like the 30 players or whatever. I wasn't thinking like 15. I think he might make it next year though.
He's doing pretty good. Go pee-pee.
Are the Celtics where young guards just go to die and not play?
They go to work and then get better for another team like Terry Rozier.
Like Romeo Langford soon?
I hope so.
I'm
Well, I
sorry.
hope he doesn't leave. I
I'm
want him to
sorry.
be good.
He's out of here.
He's a small forward in 2K. Isn't that weird?
Well, how tall is he?
It's like 6'3",
Yeah,
6'2".
the fuck?
Yeah, he's really short, but yeah, in 2K he's a small forward. At least in old 2Ks. I don't know.
But yeah, bro, no, fuck y'all. I'm not a Lakers fan. I just happen to love
Who do you want to win the chip this year?
the Lakers. LeBron. I want LeBron to win another ring.
You said the Lakers first.
Yeah, because that's the team I want to win. I want them to win because LeBron's on the team.
At this point, make your official prediction for the finals and then the winner. Tyler, you start.
If it's not Lakers Nets, I'm pissed. And the Lakers better win because then I'll also be pissed.
In my heart of hearts,
That easy. That simple.
I want the Lakers to make it. I believe. But the West is looking scared.
It's not about what you want. It's about what you think. It's a
Well,
prediction.
The West looks scared. You got
I'm hit.
the Clippers.
I think
You
that
got the Hats.
I think the Jazz are definitely better than the fucking 2015-16 Hawks that everybody's comparing them to.
Don't understand the comparison. They didn't have
Yeah,
stars on that
what?
team.
No, they had fucking 4 All-Stars, but nobody on that team averaged over like 16 points.
Exactly. They didn't have a star. They
You
had
got Donovan
D-Mitch.
Mitchell, who's dropped 50 points in the playoffs last year.
He averaged 40 points in that one series.
Yeah. And then you got fucking Rudy Gobert, who's the defensive player of the year probably. 2-time All-Star. He's a beast now.
Crazy. Putting up points.
I was hating. I'm going to be honest with you. I was hating on Rudy Gobert before the season.
We have to have an episode where we talk about all the hard takes that we've had that have fallen
To
through.
be honest with you, bro, I'm a little bit disappointed because when we talk about things, I'm usually wrong. I need to think about that because I'm typically wrong. But Terry Rozier right now is definitely better than Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay, let's go. I needed another one. Can I-
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's
Draymond's
do
playing
it.
better than Blake. Ha ha ha.
There we go. Give me those two.
You have those.
You also said that the Celtics weren't going to make the playoffs last
That was
year.
a joke, though.
Yeah, you said that was a joke.
I'll stand by that, too.
Tyler, you were in that group chat.
Yeah.
I stand by it. Fuck y'all.
All right.
It's Lakers and Nets, but if I was gonna be honest with myself, if AD doesn't come back and balls out.
What if he does, though?
If he does, it's Lakers Nets
Yeah.
or Lakers Sixers. The Sixers might beat the Nets.
You think the Sixers are going to beat the Nets?
If anyone's gonna do it,
Well, I mean, yeah, if anybody's going to do
they have
it.
the defensive power to stop the Nets. I think.
I think Ben Simmons is definitely going to have more problems on offense in the playoffs.
I think the Nets get better every single day.
I agree with that.
Does Ben Simmons have a floater game?
Yeah, he does.
He does. I ain't never used it.
He's so big.
Yeah, I feel like if he uses a floater game, then he's unstoppable.
It's not great, but
Because like.
I can definitely.
There's
see
no
him.
guard in the league that can stop Ben Simmons when
No.
if he wants to. But then there's big men in the paint. But if you have a little,
If
Cash.
Ben Simmons could shoot, like I know that people talk about it all the time, and it's like this big criticism.
he'd be incredible.
He would be the
Incredible.
best player in the NBA, like
Yeah.
without a doubt. He'd be LeBron.
He'd be LeBron.
He'd be LeBron.
James.
He'd be LeBron on the Heat. He's a better defender, I think, than LeBron James ever was.
We can argue that.
It's close. They definitely guard different kinds of players, to be fair.
You think so? I think they are the same exact niggas.
I don't think so. Like when LeBron, like that one season where he was close to winning DPOY, he was like guarding like big men in the paint.
But he could switch on the guard.
I mean, yeah, he could. I'm
Wasn't
just
that-
saying, like
was
he
that-
started out with the fucking front court, and then
Was that the year that
Simmons goes to back.
they played San Antonio in the finals and like he locked the fuck up out of Tony Parker?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
Clamped up Tony Parker in the playoffs.
he did. Tony Parker's not that great though.
He was crafty.
I mean, he's definitely crafty. I agree.
He's
with that.
crafty.
One of the greatest them guys of all time.
Ben Simmons definitely is a better defender than LeBron James was at this point in his career, like equally.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
So he's on a better career trajectory. I'm not saying that he's better than LeBron James. I'm not saying that he's going to be better than LeBron James.
He's
I'm just
not.
bringing up a
And
point.
he
He's
won't
definitely
be,
not.
Unfortunately.
No.
But
LeBron's the best player
to ever live.
to ever live.
Mm-hmm.
To
Yep.
ever live. Sorry.
I haven't said that on the podcast, but yeah, I think that's true.
It is fact.
It is definitely true.
I wish you would argue.
Kiss me right now.
It's kind of sad. There's no one in this room that'll ever argue that.
I don't know anyone that's going to argue that.
Ever since he
Except for
ever since he came back from 3-1, it was over for me. I was like, I've never seen anything like that.
And you never will.
And then in 2018, when Kyrie left, he just started going fucking crazy in the playoffs.
And it was the best
fucking
playoff series.
ridiculous.
He pulled, like, without LeBron, that's, like, close to the worst team in the league.
Yeah. They beat us.
He pulled them through everything.
They beat the Pacers in 7, and then they played us in 7, too. That was the year that he dropped 50 in the first game, and then they fucking lost.
And they lost.
Moral of the podcast, LeBron's great.
LeBron's great.
Let this just become a LeBron podcast and just bask in his greatness until he retires.
Surround yourself with players and people that will call a timeout.
That will be LeBron.
Or not J.R. Smith.
Or not J.R. Smith.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
It's so sad.
J.R. Swish, bro.
Tyler loved him some J.R. Smith.
I did. Until that day. J.R. Smith, I wanted to be like J.R. Smith when I grew up, and then I saw that, and then...
I wanted to be like J.R. The Supreme tattoo.
I don't want to be around you to be like J.R. fucking Smith, bro. No cap.
He's just a strap, bro. He was so good.
He sucks.
No, come on now. He was real good.
He was really good in New York, in Denver.
He was good on the Cavs. What do you mean?
Yeah,
the year that they won the championship, bro, he was going
threes.
crazy. That's a 2-time champion.
One-time champion. And then he was around some other guys for the second one.
Okay, hate who you want to hate. I'm just saying, he's got 2 rings.
He got 2 more rings than
I
people
do.
way better than him.
2 more rings than John Stockton. 2 more rings than Chris Paul.
True.
2 more rings than James Harden. Russell Westbrook. J.R. Smith has the same amount of rings as Kevin Durant.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Damn it. Damn it.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining the Code Closet. I've been Christian Robinson.
I've been Christian Robinson.
And me too, you know.
Feel free to follow us on Twitter. That's at the Code Closet. On YouTube, if you just search up like Code Closet Podcast, whatever. My first one was all professional, and then it wasn't.
I'm just lost.
But yeah, have a great night. Eat your veggies and stay safe.